All right, good day everyone, or kalimera as I should say, since today I am broadcasting to you all from Athens, Greece, in the historic Plaka neighborhood, which is sort of the primary touristic district in the heart of Athens, near many of the most popular tourist sites like the Acropolis with the Parthenon at its apex. This hotel is actually called the Plaka Hotel, and it is, as you can see, a 3-star property. Comes highly recommended by the European tourist guru Rick Steves, and I believe it has just under 70 rooms. And today I'm going to give you just a very brief tour. So as you may have seen a few moments ago, this is the sort of hotel in which key cards get you not only entrance to the room, but also a slot that provides power, and as you'll see in a moment, it also has another function. But let's, before we do that, let's check out the bathroom. Relatively simple, but I think for a European bathroom, relatively well appointed, well lit. There is a walk-in shower, fairly utilitarian, but it certainly does the job. A single sink, toilet, and Karavaki bath products. Alright, plenty of towels on the rack for 2 people. Let's go ahead and exit the bathroom and check out the closet, which is on the immediate left as you enter the room. Alright, so the closet is relatively spacious. There are only 6 hangers, which is certainly sufficient for me. I'm only spending 3 nights here. His and hers bathrobes and slippers, and plenty of shelf space to store whatever you choose. Initially I felt that the safe was relatively small, although I'm glad that at least there is a safe, but the method for opening and closing the safe is a bit different from other hotels to which you might be accustomed. It actually requires the key card that we saw a moment ago to open. So I'm going to take that from the slot and insert it here as though I'm opening the hotel door. I get a green light, and then I can engage this switch, and you can see it's a relatively tight fit, and at first glance I didn't think that it could accommodate an iPad Pro and a Microsoft Surface Pro, which is what I travel with, in addition to all of my documentation and the extensive amount of electronics, batteries, cords, adapters, that sort of thing that I travel with. But it actually is just the right size, and I'm very happy to have it because I think it's extremely convenient to have a properly sized safe. And as you saw, to close it, you simply turn the switch to the left, and then you can't turn it back to the right until you insert your card. Alright, now let's say we explore the room to which we were introduced at the very beginning of the video, but we didn't have a chance to view in any great depth, which is the bedroom. And we can start with the bed, which I would say is not the most plush or soft in the world, but it is certainly comfortable enough. I would say a sufficient number of pillows. These here in the front even have quotes from famous Greek philosophers, and there's what I would call a very inviting work of art atop the headboard. Lights on these glass stands on either side of the bed, and you can control them here with these switches, and we have the standard European power outlets as well. So I think that passes the test. And on the far wall there by the entryway, we have some photographs that celebrate the Greek nautical heritage. And then between the nightstand on the left side of the bed and the window here, which is covered by drapes at the moment, and we'll take a look at the view here in just a couple of minutes, we have a chair. And then on the opposite wall, also next to the window, we have a little working area here with a glass top. And we'll just take a quick look at what we have. Something that you may not see every day. They call it a handy travel buddy. And I haven't had a chance to read about it, but it is apparently some sort of phone that you can take with you and avoid roaming charges. Then there's also a hair dryer, some maps along with the what I think is an extremely high quality Wi-Fi network. The details are provided when you check in. Breakfast is from 7 to 10 a.m. downstairs, and then there's also a roof bar open after 5:30 p.m. There are actually two remote controls, one for the television. The television seems to have a great deal of Greek programming and probably some English language and other language programming as well. I haven't had a chance to study it in full, but there's certainly plenty of channels. The other remote control, Mitsubishi Electric, actually controls the air conditioner. This sort of air conditioner, sort of a window box air conditioner, is very common in European hotels, and particularly in Greece, this sort of remote control is also extremely common. And I can set the temperature point as low as 16 degrees Celsius. I'm actually here in early November. It's relatively cool at night, and the window was open when I arrived, and so that may be sufficient without an extremely strong air conditioner. Temperatures being in the upper 60s Fahrenheit at night. And then we have some travel magazines, one called Athens Voice, and then a couple of Greek picture books. Kind of a nice touch. And then there's also not a mini bar, but just a fridge and a couple of glasses. And the fridge, as I mentioned, did not come pre-stocked, so I've already placed some of my own water bottles inside, so that's kind of refreshing. And then because of my status with Hotels.com, I was treated as a VIP guest, so I received this nice note as well as a bottle of Greek wine and some sweet Greek treats. Okay, let's just finish our tour with the view. I'm on the 6th floor in room 611 of a 7-floor hotel, and my room has a view of the world famous Acropolis, and you can see it is very well lit at night, particularly the Parthenon. Let's see if I can zoom in and provide the best view possible. So I very much look forward to having this view on a nightly and daily basis. I'm sure that it is magnificent by day as well, and I actually plan to visit the Acropolis tomorrow, and I'll make a separate video about that. But it is just an incredible view. Well, one of the amazing features of this hotel is this rooftop terrace where I am presently. I guess you could call it the 7th floor. It's accessible by stairs, and it actually features a full service bar, which is not open at this time in the morning. It's nearly 7 a.m. I think the hours for the bar is something like noon to 5:30 p.m. or something like that. And this terrace, although it is rather desolate at the moment, is quite well frequented at dusk. Now, Athens is a huge city. Over half of the population of Greece resides here. We're, of course, in the Plaka neighborhood, just at the foot of the Acropolis. All right, once again, thank you everyone for joining me this week for a guided tour of room 611 of the Plaka Hotel in central Athens, Greece. Again, the name of the hotel is Plaka, Plaka, and this is a standard room with an amazing Acropolis view.